Alright, beautiful people worldwide. Now with open eye and clear mind, I take welcome when I come on top the portmanteau again today. This one another program where they tell you now say they get the mind to chook mouth for all the matters where other programs them not they fit chook mouth put. And as now they say I'm not me, Osagiato, that fine, proud Beanie boy. Well of now they call talk, not justice in that year. So and as now they say I'm not there alone. I there with my spirit, with my soul and with my body. That is to say now three of us and I go gather carry the portmanteau, open arm, then they bring out all the matters where enter inside the portmanteau for now today. Make una no vex, Bobby no fit come and because of the flood where happened recently. Flood enter Bobby house. Carry many things come out, even the one where even make her not fit come now be say the transport fare when supposed to come studio today flood carry am. And so they don't set up search team. At least as we dey talk now, the search team they on site. They help Bob. They search for where flood carry in transport fare go. Make una no go anywhere. And I know say after our introduction like this, and I have to go collect a cup of coffee. Make a rush collect. When I come back, we'll come introduce our guest inside the studio today. When I no go anywhere, we dey come back now. Alright, our people now welcome back again. This now still the portmanteau today. That show where we tell us they get the mind to chook mouth for all the matters where other programs them not defeated chook mouth put. As I tell you now before I go collect my coffee, say our guests don't dey inside the studio with us here today. Bob no fit come because of wetin happened to them. The flood where happened for Lagos State recently really disturbed Bob. He enter his house and Bob still they try to clear flood come off for inside the house, and that not the reason why we say this person where they our studio with us here today must come because in they inside that matter in a fine architect. As I don't tell you now before we go take our coffee, now architect by excellence. This one architect where don't read everything where concern architecture. He don't read. So they now ask me how they talk now. He they pursue a PhD program for inside this architecture matter. As I they see this bros where God mother finish where God will breathe inside knows bro God just breathe architect put inside you know say yeah you go and become an architect and in they live according to waiting God plan for them and they make God happy as me and Nona they talk. So because he don't involve himself for so many architectural projects both for private person, for public person, for government officials, as me and you they talk now self in a senior partner Abiade they call that for Nigeria Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, senior architect for that matter for that ministry. So that is why we say now in day fit to come tell us why we dey get all this flood problem anytime small rain like this just fall. Ogbonge member too for the Nigerian Institute of Architects as me and they also in our senior committee member hold many portfolio. Now they in charge of student affairs for the Nigeria Institute of Architects. This man carry portfolio too much. I beg and off he talk everything. He don't marry he don't marry. God bless her with plenty children. So in DM is off. All of now one artisan now they said that DM after the program. Woo, no DM time. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get it twisted. I have my very own person in the house here. My brother, my friend, senior architect Ololade Olajide. I beg make una me give him a round of applause. Bros, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. What a privilege. Privilege it is to join you on this wonderful show, the portmanteau. I don't look and sometimes I go there on top bed, they say, waiting they release, waiting be the latest they bring this time around. And they watch you now well. And I'm happy that it has moved from just one view to as many views as it did presently now. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir. We say we don't dey watch your movement. We say we don't dey watch you left and right. Say one day this oga we go must carry a come on top the portmanteau. Despite say you get very busy schedule, you still find time to because I know say you dey tell me say you get issue where you want go attend to for somewhere inside town. Say but you must first of all touch here before you go there. Oga, make we not take your time too much because we know say you na very busy person. First and foremost, help us in a plain term. Just define who architect be.
Okay, so an architect is someone that that designs. Make I just put them say design structures. You design structures to solve problems, and so For example, if the common one be if you get land now or you want somewhere to stay, you meet an architect, and then he comes up with a design for you on how and where to go about. They finish work for there. He go come kuku even administer how that building could come into existence. So, for example, after you don do design finish, if you carry design go give another person, make the other person build for you, most often than not, no be wetin you design, they go interpret for you. So more often than not, it is advised, in fact majorly advised, that whoever does your design, as much as possible, na him make him be the one wey go implement am. That way everything go well, no issues.
Na so architects na dey design
structures, environment, buildings, bridges. Some of us even go specialize for car design, some specialize for ship design, ship for water. Some specialize for aeronautic, a lot of, but it starts from the basis, which is the structure, core architecture at itself. So anything structures, expect say you go see architects there. Now, structural engineer are different from architect too. Structural engineer go tell you, say, okay, for this thing wey architect design, e go get as this place go carry strength, e go carry material wey dem go use, wey go take carry. So architect and engineer go come dey argue back and forth, say, okay, na aluminum I wan use, I no wan use iron. Structural engineer go calculate, tell you say, the aluminum wey we wan use, the strength no fit carry this thing, make we use iron because na so strength. So really, the structural engineer's responsibility is to then calculate structures, calculate the amount of load wey these structures, members of the structures wan carry. But as in dey calculate, most often than not, wetin dey happen be say in dey wan over calculate, say make him put pillar, but architect go talk say no, you no fit put pillar take scatter my design. We go come dey go back and forth. The architect has a bit of knowledge on structures, but the core structures, as it's were, lies in the hands of the structural engineer. So we do aesthetics, we do design to fit what the client wants. We also do value engineering. I sorry say I dey go grammar, but value engineering is you get 20 naira. Wetin you fit take 20 naira achieve? We go dey at utmost capability, as against you carry 20 naira now, you go take am dey do one room. Meanwhile, that 20 naira fit do 3 rooms. Yet, so the architect knows how to place value on how much you have and where you are going towards, to achieve purpose. Most often than not, people get money. The little money wey they get, they waste time again. Say one bricklayer, one baba something for somewhere, say he help them do one building for somewhere 20 years ago, say na him make him go do. Meanwhile, the baba no understand this value engineering. So a place where you suppose spend 20 naira take do 3 rooms, baba go carry 20 naira take do 1 room for you, and you go talk say you dey gain. Meanwhile, because you no wan spend money to produce to get an architect point of view, you don waste money on top wetin be. So it's just the way our society, but we go get there gradually.
Now you don take us go another level. Now you don come up with a structural engineer. You say they're different from architects. Yes. But una work now be like say they marry each other.
Yes, it can't be like doctor and dentist. Say dentist na teeth o, but doctor na him go first of all examine you, talk say e be like say as I look you, so this thing wey you talk say make you come go dentist place. Okay. So dentist go come treat you. So the architect takes a brief from the client and then puts up a design, and then when it comes to implementation of the design, it then comes up with a team. We have the structural engineer, we have mechanical engineer. Mechanical engineer na person wey go tell you say, okay, this pipe water na here I go follow, so that water fit flow enter your toilet, enter your kitchen. Na here we go put our overhead tank, or na underground tank we wan put. Na wetin go take the pump am be this. Na the diameter of pipe be this, so that water go fit dey flow very well. Then the electrical engineer, of course, electricity. The electrical engineer calculates the load, the electrical load that will come into the building, how much generator you need. Some go buy 3.5 kVA generator, they take power just one flat. Meanwhile, 1.5 fit power the one flat. you go come dey use fuel like 20 litres per day. Meanwhile, just 2 or 5 litres fit solve your problem with 1.5. So all these things have their value added, but most often than not, because we as sorry make I use this word, as Nigerians, we dey always think say we fit save money by not employing the right hands. We go carry 10 naira dey go find 200 naira wahala. Meanwhile, that 10 naira, if we use am well, we fit take and solve much more problem. So in all of it, I mean, that is it. We must begin to put the right peg in the right hole.
The right hole. Thank you, architect. You know, say recently now, many attention come draw enter structure through real estate and all those stuff and all those matter wey call concern building, construction, here and there. You understand me now? Wetin I wan ask you now be say, how the architectural industry dey thrive presently?
Well, e follow wetin dey happen for Nigeria. E follow wetin happen for Nigeria because if you count any developing country, one of the core sectors that defines their development is infrastructure and physical development. Now, infrastructure cannot be said and you won't put an architect there. The same applies to physical development. You know, if you check Lagos now, if you go towards Ajah, towards places where be say na water before, everything don full with houses now. If you go Ikorodu, anywhere where you see for there now, small land now, people don enter build.
I hear say people dey even dey buy pieces now.
They buy pieces. So if you hear how much they take buy sef, you go dey wonder say this money dey anywhere. But really, as e be for Nigeria, economy dey stringent, you know, dey strained. You know, so the practice too is strained, and so because of that, the little way we dey get for inside, the people wey we even dey call quack, people wey no even go school, wey no understand the processes of who an architect is, wey no do anything, wey no get anything associated with, all of them don flood inside architecture now. They say they wan do, they say e be like say this man, e be like say they ride one small car. Me sef I wan ride that car, me sef I wan get that kind of money. So they go enter am. When they enter am, they will go do one short course, do one small drawing. Before you know am, they go carry paper, write advert about say na dem be architect. Meanwhile, they no go school, they no understand. So those kind of people would then place lower fees, and clients, once the day lower, you know, hardly do you see them. Clients ask you, say which school you go, abi where your certification. Once you fit draw something wey be like shine for paper, and if you present yourself say you be, immediately client don carry work give you, and before you know it, make I no talk the other side wey dey happen around building collapse. I will tell you some staggering data of all the collapse wey dey happen. If you count 10, you know they see architect for one. You know they see architect for one, because we get ogbonge body wey we dey call ACON, Architect Registration Council of Nigeria, and the Nigerian Institute of Architects, wey dey torchlight anybody. You know wetin our eye dey see before we get this practice license. There's nobody that will not do minimum after secondary school, minimum of minimum 12 years before you get that 12 years. You go university for inside, you go do what they call pupillage for under somebody wey don dey registered. You go do exam well, wey you go do almost 2 years. If you pass straight, na 2 years. If you no pass straight, sometimes 8 years you still dey do the exam. Some 20 years they never get registration. You go come get that kind license, you go come go dey do involve yourself for anything wey if a building comes down and your name dey on top that building, they don withdraw your practice license. Not only that, criminal charges they go mount on you. So you hardly see any registered qualified architect put him hand for inside one building wey be like say e dey bend, abi place wey you say the clients no wan pay money, so they dey manage material. You go see am often than not, the architect will write letter, excuse himself for that project. My brother, I no fit count how many projects wey I don comot hand, wey I go even dash them money, say the one wey remain I dash you now. Me I make una laugh small. My wife even dey vex at some point say this one wey you go start project, you go comot, you go start, you go comot, you how many we go come do wey we go come finish?
When we go take survive.
You wan make dem put my name for newspaper say dem comot license. You wan make this pikin go outside, my pikin go outside, make dem dey talk say see that na him father, na him do wey. So it's a all encompassing situation, and the society itself has its responsibility to make sure say whatever way we dey put up, we get registered qualified professionals.
Wetin you explain now, na him come bring me to the next thing. This one don dey bother me since personally. You understand? So as you say, as we get your approval, say you dey come the show today, so I say okay fine, you go give me opportunity to ask you this question, because it's very difficult. You understand? Just like wetin you explain just now, every industry dey. I dey take a crack joke as a comedian, say one of my lawyer friend just call me one day, say talk. I say barrister, what? He say no, I don dey do POP now. I say which kind POP for house abi for who break bone? I say all of the above. Sure you understand? The same thing dey happen for our own industry too. Everybody now na MC, everybody now na comedian. But one question wey I wan ask you straight, bros, wetin person suppose dey consider before he choose any architect to do him design?
Okay, very good. That question dey very germane, because the law says that ignorance is no excuse. As it is in this country today, particularly in Lagos State, the law says you shouldn't put up a building without having an architect under it. Be it bungalow, story building, complex, anything, there must be at the least an architect wey go design am. Now, how do you get one? It's very simple. We get the Nigerian Institute of Architects that has a hemisphere across the country. We have Lagos State chapter. You can Google, you can check our website, you can get them there, or you can go to any planning office across the state, Lagos State, or anywhere you are across the world. Just walk in the planning office. Please, I want to put up a building. I need referrals. Can you help me with architects? Or you ask friends, colleague, I beg you get anybody will be architect. Now, once they tell you, say, I get somebody, most often than not, particularly in Lagos State, the person will go first come, or the first two will go come, they no be architect. They just be waiting with the call draftsmen. Those way, after we don't do design finish, we don't do them, we don't agree with client, we can't talk, say, okay, this design now, push working drawings out, this door, put on here, put so. Those are the ones that will then manufacture the drawing. It just be like if you the manufacturer car, the people that will do the core design are usually not seen. They are the most paid. They are very, very expensive to get. Once they put up the design, they are through with it. The people where they see for inside those short film fabricators. Okay. So what we have is we have architects, and then we have draftsmen. Draftsmen done after they don't look design, look small. Then they don't change themselves too. So what I would ask is, once they give you one, the first thing you ask him, Oga, abeg no vex, where is your practice license? Practice license is renewed every year. Where is your practice? If you tell you, say you no renew this year, I say na last year, okay, no problem. Can I see your registration certificate as an architect? If he give you, number go dey under am. As I dey follow you talk today, na 1960 they start to dey count. From 1960 till now, we never reach 5,000.
All over Nigeria.
All over Nigeria. Those wey don die inclusive, we never reach 5,000, because it's very stringent to get that license. My own number na 3,000 something. You know? So, and that 3,000 where I talk, na about how many years ago? 14 years or how many years ago? Now I don't register. 14, no, 2014. I don't register. After I see when I see, we cannot go that side. If I go that side, me wait, I follow you talk. Now technical college, now I take start time. bricklaying and concreting, government Enka College Ikotun. Now I take start from there, I go polytechnic, from polytechnic I go university. All of them get certificates.
One step after the other.
So ask the person, what's your practice number, your account number na registration number, or wetin be your NIA number. NIA number is Nigerian Institute of Architects number. If he give you, go online, you go see all the architects, including those wey don die and wey don still dey. If you see the number, if you see late so person, if you see, so it is your responsibility to make sure that the person that you are employing, because you go pay am money, and you get something wey we dey take laugh anytime. No, not wetin we suppose take laugh, but we dey always take am laugh. If doctor do mistake, medical doctor, if you do mistake, or maybe dem dey do operation abi something, if you do mistake, na one person go die. Na one person na him go die. Person wey dem dey operate, na him go die. But if architect do mistake for building, I mean, you know how many people dey make we no go. The number of people wey dey under that building, na him dey go follow go. If God help, some go dey half leg half. So you cannot just choose your architect anyhow.
So Zomuzo, AMCON abi?
ACON
Architect
Registration Number of Nigeria. Architect Registration Council of Nigeria, ACON.
Okay.
Number.
Registration, you must get.
You must get NIA number. NIA, Nigerian Institute of Architects number. He must get those two numbers, and he must in practice license must be current one, annual one, current one.
Not be the one when Papa use remain.
No, current one. Go.
Because some people go say this one and my Papa use and remain, so I continue.
And they tell you say wetin they take laugh. So we hold one family. We be say, because as you collect that license, then they give you one seal where you take the seal your drawings.
Seal your drawing, okay.
As I dey follow you talk, e get one time where we hold one family. The man he dey on top sick bed, he capacitated, but because the children they see say their papa they use that seal, so they can't carry the seal, can't they
give people,
can't they take and collect money, they seal and they take and collect money until one day monkey go market,
no come back
now. So we hold the family, the institute and the ACON hold the family. The rest is history. They go court to do.
Okay, so boss, that means say una licenses, una registration is not transferable.
It's not transferable.
So as you dey now, your son turn architect or your daughter, you
go
start in your afresh.
In fact, husband and wife dey. I fit count wey be say husband na architect, wife na architect. Husband no fit use wife, wife no fit use husband. On that
note, our people will take this short break. When we come back, our Oga still dey inside our studio here with the torchlight inside all the matter wey concern architects for Nigeria. When we come back, we'll come enter into real estate business with am. Me una not go anywhere. We come back. All right, our people, now welcome back again. This is still the portmanteau today. That show we don't say they get the mind to chook mouth for all the matters where other programs not if you chook mouth put. For those of now one that don't subscribe, give us on top YouTube. We want to thank una well. Una thank you. We dey enjoy una comment and una response on top YouTube, and those of una one that they always dey comment on top our post for Facebook, and one that they send me response on top WhatsApp. I thank una too. Now thank you. Now they encourage us. Now because of una, now we still dey carried on with this program. So in case you never subscribe, go us on top YouTube. What you dey wait for? Our YouTube address just dey on top the screen now. Just search us on top YouTube, the Portmanteau Today TV. Click the subscribe button, click that bell button, so that anytime when we drop any new episode, you go there among the first set of people and we're going to receive the alert of every new episode. Now free, they're not they charge you. In case you click anywhere they say you must pay so amount, just withdraw, not be we be that to our own. Now free on top YouTube. We still get our guy inside the building, architect Olajide Ololade. I love this man so much. He don't talk so many things since when the program start. Oga Jaido, permit me to call you the way where your men they call you to, because I did one day where your man call you Jaido. I call her Jaido. Okay, Oga Jaido. Recently, we see the advent of the evolution of real estate. where be say real estate can become the bedrock of so many economies around the world. Many countries now, they depend on real estate to generate income and the revenue for their country. You know, and the same thing for Nigeria here, because I see say true real estate matter don't really evolve for Nigeria here. But the question where I want to ask you now be say, the Nigerian people, government and the individual, are they really harnessing the potentials, the true potentials, you know, of the real estate business? Or all of them just dey inside say, make I just get roof over my head? You understand what I dey try talk so? You know, because I know say real estate get a lot of things, benefits where carry join body. You understand me now? As a country, are we harnessing the benefits, true benefits of real estate?
My brother, I go tell you say, my standpoint of view, we never scratch am. If we put percentage, I go say 5%, or make I even say less than 5% of what the potentials are for this country. Construction is perhaps the largest sector wey fit employ people at once. I gave example earlier, say if doctor dey treat person, highest you go get papa maybe 4 nurses. That one sometimes they will get used to two, but maybe sometimes they get 4 nurses, get like 3 doctors or something, say they won't do operation, they don't be like 7 abate get like, and that operation if you take hours, if you take before another person go enter do, sometimes a whole week sef they fit do 2, do 3. But I no see sites where you go reach where you no go get carpenter. I no go see sites where you go reach where you no go get bricklayer. That carpenter, one person no fit do carpenter of a house, so you go get like 2 or 3 where they go join body dey do am. If the house get decking, they fit reach like 4 or 5. And bricklayer dey, plumber dey, architect dey, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer dey, services engineers dey. These days there is what we call project managers, you know, and a couple of others. So on an average construction site, even if na 3-bedroom bungalow sef, the amount of people wey go work on top that building, if we close am if it dey enter like 20 or 30. Now you imagine, as we speak, and this data is arguable, there is a data that says that there are over 10,000 active sites in Lagos State alone. Active. What that means is that as one dey go on, the other one dey go on simultaneously.
10,000.
Over 10,000. In fact, some are saying 14, but we moderately talk 10,000. Now, what that means is that they will get carpenter, get bricklayer, and all of that is even secondary. This is primary. The secondary market is also the people that sells those materials to the people where they build. You get person where they sell cement. Person where they sell cement, you go sell cement for a shop. Some sites dey wey be say no dey accessible, wey be say na okada man na go carry cement take enter. That one dey chop your own 50 naira, 100 naira for inside. When they carry cement reach, bricklayer, labour go use cement, bricklayer go. So the primary concerns of those wey dey build, the bricklayer, carpenter. The secondary, people wey dey sell nail, sawmill, cement, those wey dey supply water in some places wey be say the water wey they get there na salt. Some places where we say where they build sef, water no dey around that place. So all of those people, then you now go to services, people where they sell pipes, where they sell. So it's the possibilities are humongous. The only thing that is robbing us of hitting our potential, that I believe is robbing us of hitting our potential as a country, is regulations. And it's not as if we don't have some of these regulations, but we don't follow it through and through. I give you an example. Today in Lagos State, across Lagos, if you want do POP where you want get rest of mind, it go be people from Cotonou or from Ghana or from Benin Republic. You hardly see a POP these days. Maybe 2-3% na im be Nigerians wey dey do POP. I ask myself that question: why be say our Nigerian brothers wey dey do conductor, they do okada, they do, why they no do training of 6 months, 8 months, enter POP as I dey follow you talk now. If you buy material put for ground, now you buy material make they just come mold and place na 1,000 per square meter. That 1,000 per square meter, sometimes in a day they fit do 15 do 20 square meters. You now imagine, and the amount of houses wey dey go on. Ghana people don come Nigeria, they don come with due respect to bilateral relationship that we have, Nigeria, West Africa and all of that, but na person wey chop belle full for im house finish, na you go invite people make dem come dey chop for Ghana. We dey go there go hustle. Where we go there go hustle, no be him we dey see for on top TV, internet, as they take dey try. There's what we call nationalization and local factor. Wey be say person wey dey must chop
before any other person.
The same thing applies to high-end projects. If you go Banana Island now, I'm sorry to say, maybe 25-30% na you go see site wey no get Lebanese, get engineers from Lebanese, from Arab, from they scatter all over across the state, across the country. Big project na dem go see there. You see Indians in interior work, interior maybe cupboard, cabinet. Now Nigerians don dey enter small. Before now, everything they go ship am come from outside the country. All those places they ship am from, all of them, their factory they work, all of them they enjoy.
For their country.
For their country they pay salaries. Meanwhile we dey here, we no fit we dey complain say unemployment. So simple training, some they no e no reach 1 year. They just small technical school or so. This na technical school dey. But our people, whether na lazy o, whether na say they want dey count the money now o, they no ready to sacrifice those few days go do training o. But I can tell you, as we speak today, we have very low end workforce for construction industry as we speak now. By that I mean today now, if I wan pay, if bricklayer follow you work now, bricklayer dey collect 5,000 naira per day. That per day 8 hours no go complete o. In fact, some of them once they lay 80 blocks or lay 90 blocks, they don tell you say they don dey wash body, say they go outside, you must pay them. What it means is that an average bricklayer will be earning about 125,000 naira every month. That's 25 days wey we comot Sunday, 25 days in a month. How many people dey leave mainland go island go work, wey we say they go work finish, their salary no pass 200,000. When they comot transport, comot this, comot that, comot and they go dey inside traffic 2 hours or 3 hours to go, body dey touch, they come back 2-3 hours. Meanwhile, bricklayer go wash mouth for 8 o'clock, chop for 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock go reach site. When he reach site, do 4 hours, 3 hours, collect 5,000 naira.
Don go house.
He don go house. For inside the 5,000, some of them even come dey collect contract sef. They go gather 3 people join body, pay those one 5,000, collect work 30,000 plus them. They don chop additional 10,000. So the opportunities are endless. As of today, there is no clear-cut regulation on, for example, the training for a bricklayer. There is no clear-cut, and all of these things we are hoping and praying. The National Building Code, wey they write since some of our colleagues sat down and wrote since almost how many years ago, almost 20 years ago, wey they never implement it now. We dey pray. Lagos State government now don carry body enter after the collapse wey happen, the major one wey happen for Ikoyi. Don carry body, don say today we must enter trouser together with this thing. They want they call it domestication. They want domesticate that national building code so that Lagos State go get im own building code. If other states wan follow, make dem follow. But Lagos State no want anything wey be say you go come dey you must go according to our standards for Lagos here. So it's among us. It's deep.
We never even start.
We never scratch am. If we come out for there and enter the level of our materials materials wey we dey put for here, wey we dey use for here,
all imported.
You know, they produce energy.
Thank you, boss. It's deep. So everybody make una begin dey take advantage of the openings.
The advantage is humongous. It's humongous.
Okay, boss, make we enter inside the urban and physical planning matter. We no go tell on top this one. Where we dey grow that year? We know say urban and physical planning, e get some area where they mark say this area na residential, this area na commercial. You understand me now? So residential area, when government dey develop them, they know the kind things wey they take dey develop residential area, the kind materials wey they take do road for them or do street for them. Commercial area too, we know they know the kind wey they take dey develop that area for them. You understand? But in recent times, I still say e be like say that practice don fade out. Because some area now they'll say residential area, now there one man go site factory inside residential area, then where in trailer they bring material, e go dey match the road where they not build to accommodate that kind weight. You understand? So we dey get bad road, bad street. The same thing you go see people go say for na inside the commercial area, industrial area, na there house cheap, na there they go rent house put. For night factory go dey work, they no go fit get sweet sleep. Before you know, they'll say that they get high BP, they get everything. So bros, wetin I want make you help us touchlight be say how we take come to this level where we dey, wetin push us
my brother
enter this level.
My brother, this one heavy well and we ourselves have found ourselves, it started gradually, but we ourselves have found ourselves in a place we don't want to be. We dey do everything now to struggle say we wan comot, but now we ourselves put our hand inside am. Those days, if what you just explained, the population of Lagos or say Nigeria was not this much. I remember very well that there was a census that we did where they talk say the whole Nigeria 98 million. With some people they talk say too much, too much. Today now we dey talk of 200 plus.
So over 200 million.
No forget say the land no expand though. And that same land where 80 million people dey, na 200 million people dey. By the World United Nations Population Commission, by their estimate, Nigeria will move in the next 50 years from number 10 where we dey now to almost number 6 or number 5 in terms of population growth. Again, no forget say that land where we dey that time, na we go still dey when we reach how many millions wey dey postulate say we go dey. So there is no how wey our planning and regulations, our physical planning laws and the designs of areas will not change. The only thing is we ought to do it responsibly. We ought to, as they postulate say in the next 50 years, now so it will be, we ought to begin to say, okay, the next 50 years, make we set the plan. Say, now so this place go be next 5 years, next 10 years, so that development no go dey meet infrastructure. Infrastructure no go dey meet development. Now, as we speak now, infrastructure dey meet development. So you see areas where we say government never even talk say they want some areas for inside where government never even talk say they want. You don't see people write estate.
Estate.
No access road though, no nothing. They go put there say portable road and something garden. land dey yafu wey government never even reach. But development don't go. Some places they where be even estate sef. People just money start to dey cut. They sell. No planning, no nothing. Before government reach say they wan do road, they will start to dey demolish. People go start to dey shout, dey talk say government don come demolish my house. Where are they build? Why they no do this? Why they no do that? Meanwhile, because of the developmental strides of government, they focus on some areas, and rightfully so. The population in those areas are choking. They have to work on the infrastructure of those areas. So in all of it, the population has grown. We ourselves know completely they respectful of the environment, and so we found ourselves in places where in a situation where residential area where they exactly for residential, you see somebody come say somebody wey dey up, so they no fit touch before you know am start to dey build. And if government go there and go mark say this thing, start to dey call left and right say dey that political party wey dey na reason why dem dey win chant am be that. Say meanwhile he has gone against the layout master plan of that area. Lagos in particular, we are blessed because where other people get oil, they shout say na the revenue, our own oil for Lagos na land. land be our oil for Lagos. We know they joke with land
at all.
Na reason why we get special ministry wey dey take care of land matters. We get special ministry wey take care of fiscal planning matters. Under that fiscal planning ministry, we get agencies. One wey dey catch you if you do anything rubbish. Another one wey dey regulate planning, say okay, you collect approval, you no collect approval. Another one wey be say na renewal na dem dey do. Several agencies. The fourth one, all these markets, all these. So agencies dey to take care, to make sure say the right thing is done. But again, it comes back to the citizen. What are the citizens' responsibility on matters as touching fiscal development? You see, say that they put house for on top road for near your house. CDA no fit call the person to order. Instead, they dey wait for Lagos State government official to come. If Lagos State government official come, noise go around say say I no dey because I no dey APC, I because I no dey PDP. Na him make dem dey torchlight me. They no like me. See this house, e be like this. Meanwhile, CDA dey there as the first, the lowest point of administration of our community. Community development association, na dem call am. You see development wey go affect all of una. Una no fit gather together tell am say Ogbeni, this thing wey dey do so, not only will it affect you, it will affect us. Because if you put your house for road, the day wey fire dey inside one building wey dey inside, fire fighting equipment no go fit reach that place go quench the fire. You ma dey your house dey enjoy, meanwhile fire dey raise down the. So we ourselves need to begin to show responsibility. Check out what's going on in your area. When we dey grow, our fence no dey high, and thief no dey dey.
Some of us no even get fence.
And thief no dey dey because everybody dey torchlight each
other. Yeah.
They torchlight, but this one now, if you enter inside compound now, you carry gate gbagada, close am. Even as you close gate sef, if thief wan enter sef, na you go open gate yourself for them when the time reach. So our responsibilities as individuals, we should take it up, know what's happening in the environment. Even flooding na we carry our hand dey do most of it. Lagos is about 40% underwater. By that I mean water bodies. We have lagoons. We have about 10 lagoons in Lagos. We have low wetlands. What I mean by low wetland are marshy areas, where we dey call popularly, everybody dey call swamp. If you are on for example, if you are on from Berger to maybe you are going out of Lagos, on your right, left, you go see one long bridge. Left and right, you go see the land wey go. All those places are wet areas. If you come to Magodo, behind Magodo, you go see and you go gully, go down, swamp dey there. So we have it. If you go Ikorodu, if you go anywhere where you go around Lagos, you go see. And if you go mile 2, say they go Badagry, you go see to the left, to the right. So we are blessed. We have that. We have water bodies around us, lagoon and the ocean, and so transportation is also easy for us in terms of moving towards those means of transportation. In some other places, Kano, Kaduna, they no get those kind of opportunities. So we are blessed, and because we've been a federal capital before, certain things had happened in Lagos. The white people wey dem come, they first develop Lagos before they enter to develop other places. So we get some basic benchmark from where we develop from. For example, the old Ebute Metta never used to be flooded, despite the fact that about half of it was below the water line. They did fantastic work, but over time, people don't go build on top.
They pursue water.
Don't go build on top canal, build on top. It's so worrisome. Some of these things when you see it, when we call them boogies, when they go inside those canals to clear them off, and then they throw away dirty. Oh boy, that one even worse pass. That one is probably number 2 or number 3 of our problem in Lagos.
Architect.
Now once rain starts, now everybody go carry dustbin from backyard.
Come outside.
They pour inside dustbin. Yeah, they pour inside gutter. So I dey ask, that gutter where they pour, where the thing they go? Where you think say they go?
They go.
Where you think say they go? If they go block somewhere, we no go allow water flow. We go come allow water plenty. You man where they pour am small time. Whether na your brother or your sister, go see water, go think say whether this place na road now, make I carry left before fall inside, before you know, water carry and go. I don't know whether you see video recently. You say motor carry
flood carry jeep now.
Carry motor carry everything.
Full jeep o.
All of these things na our hand. Na man-made problem. Now until we sit ourselves down individually and collectively talk, say, see, this thing no go happen. We no go gree. E get some estates for this Lagos. Even when you get your approval, they get committee. Maybe say you go submit your approval to. They go look and it's like some 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And government no fit talk anything because that approval government is looking at. You've paid government, you've collected approval, so government is looking at it holistically that you have the right to build and all of that. But the community where e go impact, government in its wisdom has no business on how your material go dey side, but the CDA get business. So all the trucks wey go carry your material come, the weight of the truck, if the design of the road no meet the weight of the truck and you carry big truck dey come, you go spoil road. So and CDA man know say if dem spoil road, government dey try you, but plenty road dey wey dem go fix first before
before dem go come on our own community,
because dem don even our road first. So it is our responsibility to take care of our roads. And so some CDAs dey wey no go gree tell you say that load wey dey bring come wey dey long trailer, start to dey offload am for outside. You go offload am to small trucks, lighter weight trucks wey go carry your material enter.
People, now welcome back again. This na still the portmanteau today. That show where we dey tell una say they get the mind to chook mouth for all the matters where other programs them not dey fit chook mouth put. If you never subscribe, give us on top YouTube. Our YouTube channel dey on top your screen now. Now the portmanteau today TV. Search us on top YouTube. The portmanteau today TV. Then click that subscribe button. Tap that button where be like agogo so where be bell, so that anytime we drop any new episode, you go there among the first set of VIPs where go to receive the alert of the new episode. And those of now one they watch, I beg una try the like and then make una they leave a comment on top the program for there. And by so we go take the encouragers and then we take the no say waiting with the bring on give una it they make sense or it not they make sense. At this point we still get our own ogbonge in the house, architect Ololade Olajide in our pata for the architect work. So he don dey tell us so many things since when we start the program, but now time say in don reach, make we come dey go. So before we comot, architect Jide, I wan make our people know your social media handle in case they wan communicate with you or they wan continue this conversation with you on top social media.
Okay, so you can get me on Facebook, Ololade Olajide Olayinka. You can also get me on Twitter, Jide Ololade, at Jide Ololade. WhatsApp number 0803-3310936. I repeat, 08033310936. I think that's it. Every other Instagram, all of those things, I leave them for the next generation. And I no go say I sabi am. I sabi. I had to put some. That's
so. Thank you so much. All right, people, if you want to follow me on top of Twitter and Instagram, my handle now at the Real Talk Talk, at alphabet D Real Talk Talk. And if you want to send me friend requests on top Facebook, now Osagiato Talk Talk, OSAGIATORTALKTALK. Send me friend requests. I go accept you. And sharply, we don't become friends. Be that. And not forget, say, if you continue this conversation with us on all our social media handle.
My brother, I go on parting word for anybody who aspire, say want be architect or any of the profession or anything we want to do for life. You must be consistent, you must be persistent, and God give everybody grace. Now as you tap am or tap into am, now it will make you move beyond level. You must continuously believe in yourself, and from there the world is your limit.
Thank you so much. Continuously believe in yourself. Now the code be that. Continuously believe in yourself. Now the code for this episode be that. And not forget MC Bobby. If you want to follow him on top Instagram and Twitter now at MC Bob Naija, MCBOB Naija, that 9 and number 9, then JA. If you want send a friend request on top Facebook, now Bamidele Opeyemi Bello on top Facebook. Okay, now so we go take question generator on top the show today. Not forget say you be Naija anywhere where you dey. Make sure say you dey rep this country well. Not follow them put hand for waiting go spoil this country name. Not do drugs because you don't get any better thing where they do for body. Some now so we go take come off for the studio chat. Zoom.